All right, YouTube. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Let me see how I'm coming through. Yeah, I'm coming through. I'm coming through good. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor. Man, how's everybody doing, man? It's been a minute. A lot of stuff going on in the world. A lot of stuff going on. Man, listen. My Cash App got deactivated. And Merry Christmas. And I can't find out why. They won't tell me the reason. They said I violated the terms of service. What violation did I do? But I can't seem to get a response as to what I'm guilty of. And Cash App was, boy, that was one of my, that was the joint for me. But right at Christmas, right before Thanksgiving, actually, and I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, I ain't got enough going on without you messing with my money. but it is what it is. But I'm still here though. I'm still present, still accounted for. I've been watching man, let me tell y'all something. I don't know if you paid attention to that three-eye atlas that came through here a couple days ago on the 19th. It came through on the 19th. Something has changed in the atmosphere, man. Something has changed. And you can sit around and still do all of the crazy, cruddy stuff that you used to do and got away with it. But stuff is coming to the light now. A whole lot of stuff is coming to the light that people have been hiding for years. And you ain't seen, this is just the tip of the iceberg of the stuff that's getting ready to be revealed that has been in the dark for so long. And I got to tell you, man, a lot of people playing with it, but it ain't nothing to be played with. For real, it's not. Who I got in here? Got to go Costa Rica. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining me. Arnaldo, are you a train driver? No, I'm not. Who is this? Rodola 647. No, I'm not a this is my brand. this is just this just my brand. 647. I used to do the Black History tours of DC. And since they were not interested in the Black history, people used to always say, man, you look like a conductor. And one day, True Conductor just came to me. And I just, and see, when an idea come to you, the meaning, the definition of that idea is soon to follow. Okay? Whenever you get an idea, if it's for you, the definition, what that idea means, is going to follow. And messenger from God. Anybody can be a true conductor. I just look like one. So since this is America, why not just, take it and make a brand out of it? And that's what I do. With my message. I just happen to have a message. Stop hating each other because you disagree. That's my message. And I've been at it for 5 years. And I think it's coming to a head too. I really do. You know, I think it's coming to a head. So I'm excited about it though. You know, these last 7 days in the year, man, it's going. You know, you gonna see some things. You know, you gonna see some things. I mean, seriously, it's some stuff coming. It is some stuff coming. You know, it's not far. It's not far behind either. So, so I just, been just observing, watching, looking to see what's going on. No, I'm not driving the train. No, I'm not. I'm not. See, that goes to show you, boy. I it must. I must. This. I must represent the brand because everybody think that I'm a conductor and I'm not. So which is good though. It's good when you can look the part. And I look the part. All I got to do is just get some money behind me. Am I shoplifting? Nah, I don't shoplift. I don't have a need to shoplift. I have a very good God that I serve that supply all my needs. So there's no need for me to go out here and do nothing stupid. I got a good God that I serve that takes care of me very well, very well. So I don't have to shoplift. I don't need to shoplift, man. Matter of fact, I'm a blessed. I bless people. I don't go out here and try to get over on the system. I bless. I'm a blessing in the system. That's what I am. Uh, um, let me see. Let me see here who you are. Let me look and see who you are. You say, can God be in your life? Sure. Sure, God. Now pray for yourself. Pray for yourself. Why you need somebody else to pray for you? Pray for yourself. Because you don't know what's going on in somebody else's life. From the Netherlands. Hey man, you know what? I don't know if you know this or not, but the Netherlands is the oldest national anthem out here. Okay? No, seriously, the Netherlands is the oldest national anthem out here. I learned that from playing the national anthem down at the White House. That the Netherlands is the oldest national anthem, and I bet you a lot of people in the Netherlands don't even know that. They don't even know it. So you just got a new wrinkle on your brain. Okay, you just got a new wrinkle on your brain. No, man, but no, seriously though. Um, um, see, it's your faith that is going to activate whatever God got to do. God can't bless a quitter. Let me say that again. Okay, God. God can't bless a quitter. When you quit, that's a wrap. It's over with. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. When you're still hoping for something, man, you ain't thinking about quitting. You're not thinking about throwing in the towel, giving up. That's the only thing God can work with is your determination to continue, to keep going. That's what God works with. God don't work with you throwing in the towel, you giving up, you quitting, you fainting. Matter of fact, it says he who faints has a small spirit. When you faint in the midst of adversity, adversity at, at, at adversity is what molds you as a person. It's pressure that builds diamonds. That's what builds diamonds. Okay? Skill you wish had. No, I'm not interested in that. See, man, y'all get caught up in that chat GFT, this AI. But AI is just here to rob people of their creativity. That's what AI is gonna do. If you function in that, man, it's just gonna rob you of your creativity. You ain't gonna be able to think because because it's doing everything for you. You got to do some things for yourself. Don't be depending on AI because artificial intelligence is just that. It's not real. It's artificial. So why don't you go to the real intelligence first instead of going to the artificial? And most of the people that's dealing in the artificial can't go to the original. That's why they gotta go artificial. Because their life and how they live in, God ain't gonna accept it. You see, they walking around, and this is why right now we have Christians who are afraid to speak to other Christians, and they believe in the same Jesus and scared of each other. Right now, right now, and this is the problem. See, and I keep telling people every day, man, if we don't ever break down these barriers of fear, nothing is going to change. Everything is going to stay the same. You can't be afraid. Okay? You're scared to make a mistake. Well, if you're scared to make a mistake, you're scared to learn. Because that's how you're gonna make. That's how you're gonna. If you are a mature person, only a fool don't learn from their mistakes. That's only a fool. But if you're a wise person, you make a mistake, you're gonna learn from it. And this is what most folk don't want to do. They don't want to get in and mix it up and learn from their mistakes. Okay? Well, I mean, hey, it comes with age, man. This comes from a lot of trial and error. Comes with a lot of trial and error. And still, and you still learn because you never stop learning, man. You really never stop learning. Okay, I mean, I'm not a specialist. I'm not, a psychiatrist or none of that. I just talk about life, real life. Things that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. See, y'all forget to realize that a lot of like the police officers that you see that you man, they got a life outside their job as well, and sometimes it's not going as better. Man, they I don't know. I've been trying to find out. They said I violated. They say I violated their terms of agreement, and I'm like, what's the violation? Well, we can't tell you that. None of my other apps have any problem. Venmo, PayPal, I don't have no problem with them. Never have had a problem with it. So whatever it is, it was a mistake, I'm sure. But at least tell me what I'm accused of, so I can defend it. Yeah, I know. It won't. It's just. Hey, man, but that's the way the devil do. And it tripped me out for a minute because, I do get a lot of donations through Cash App. So to lose that is not something that I'm happy about. I'm not happy about it, but there's nothing I can do about it. If you don't want to tell me what I did or what's wrong, then that's nothing to do. So, but life goes on though, man. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for a top notch 26. I'm looking for a different. I'm looking for a different. It can't. This is the foundation. Can't get no worse. I'm looking for a different. It can't get no worse. This is the foundation. This is what I'm gonna build on. Okay, so I'm just like, okay, I can I'll work with it. I'll work with it. But I can honestly tell y'all, I'm glad I didn't quit. That when times came when there were moments I wanted to give up, quit, and just feeling sorry for myself. What's going on? Um, I'm glad I didn't quit, man. I'm glad I didn't quit, because God can't bless you when you give up. There's nothing God can do with defeat. Nothing. When you throw the towel in, that's it. God, as long as you keep trying, as long as you, because the Bible say all things are possible to him who believes. Didn't say something. It says all things are possible to him who believes. Okay? Hey, Jamie, thank you for that. Thank you for that donation. Thank you. Thank you very much for that donation. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. You're the first one. May there be many more after you. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. But see, if all things are possible to him who believes, when you believe, you don't give up. You don't quit. See, because God, the other day, matter of fact, on the 18th, I'm sitting down at the White House, and boom, battery just go dead. I said, well, maybe that's a fluke. Maybe that's a fluke. And next day, boom, after an hour and a half, 2 hours, battery go dead. I said, oh no, I got to do better. See, my first move was to panic and go buy a speaker. Just go and buy me a new speaker. That was my first move. But then I said, you know what? Let me go and see, can I find before, when I had a problem with the battery, for some reason the battery wouldn't work. I said, let me just go find a battery this time, and end up paying $40 for a new battery versus $270 for a new speaker. Just went and got another battery. Okay, and it works just fine. And see, a lot of times, and just like them deactivating my Cash App, is designed to make me give up. It's designed to make me quit. That's what this is designed to do, to frustrate me, so that I'll just say, oh man, Now, I mean, like Everett. I don't know if y'all have seen Everett on here or not, but Everett Overton. Okay, one of my biggest givers, man, Cash App me, man. He Cash App. Bernie, Cash App. Yeah, so but it's all good though. I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay? I am still here. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. But tomorrow is Christmas. And I'm gonna go down to the White House tomorrow. I'm gonna go down there tomorrow. Christmas Day. I'll be down there just to see just to see the Florida people, see what's going on. And you know, I've learned. Let me tell y'all something. I have learned a whole lot um, these last 5 years. You know, I've learned a lot. I mean, you know, I have people every day that uh let me see something. Let me see something. Um mm, mm, mm. Okay, okay. Um I could care less if uh you want to put some negative energy. In fact, let me show it. I could care less if you want to put some negative energy into the universe. It ain't gonna affect me. That's coming back to you. So if that's your thing and you want to put some negative energy in the universe, have at it, man. Have at it. And it's only going to affect you. It ain't gonna affect nobody else. It's only gonna affect you. So have at it. That's what you want to do. Go on, go for it. Go on, go for it. If that's what you want to do. Yeah, I remember Periscope. Man, I don't think I'm kissing is my wife. That's the only thing I'm kissing. That's the only thing I'm kissing is her. That's why I feel sorry for the girl. Well, just when y'all pray for her when I do get my hands on her. That's the only thing. That's the only one right now. My focus is getting with her. Okay. Let's see here. Nah, yeah, yeah. Let me get you out of here. Let me get you out of here. You bringing the wrong kind of energy up in here. Get you out of here. Get you out of here. Yeah, get you out of here. Uh, yeah, get you out of here. No, no, not you. You wanna. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Man, I've been good. I've been good. God has been blessing me, man. I can't complain. I have no complaints, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. I can honestly say, um, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can honestly say that. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Man, I've been well, Cash App deactivated my account, and uh uh been going back and forth with them, trying to get an explanation as to what I did, and just sitting back watching, man, looking at this craziness that's going on in the world. And it's a lot of times, you want to speak up, you want to say things, and people don't know how to take it. People don't know how to respond. You know, it amazes me that when I'm at the White House, people look at me with suspicion, like, what is he up to? Telling us, stop hating each other because you disagree. And people don't realize. I mean, let me show you how deep this is. Far between, how far removed from race and politics. Look at how many people hate themselves over sports, hate each other over sports. Pour some race and politics on top of that. You got a lethal explosion. Look at the people in divorce court, child support court, probate court, fighting over wills, hate each other. Because, I mean, especially with the child support. Look at the parents. You got parents, living under the same roof, sleeping in separate bedrooms, raising dysfunctional children, and will turn around and tell you they don't hate nobody. But they can't even sleep in the same bed with the person who they once said they loved. Pour some race and politics on top of that. You got a lethal explosion. See, we're not paying attention to the little things that we hate each other over because we disagree. We're not paying attention to that stuff. And, it's a sad commentary, but in the Black community, um, um, let's see here. There we go. Um, Danny, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Regardless of what's going on in your life, you really got a lot to be thankful for. You really do. Regardless to, what challenges you might, man, if you above ground and you got your health, you're doing better than a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people like to trade places. Thank you, Danny. A whole lot of places, people like to trade places with you. You don't realize, you think you're doing bad. Man, there's always somebody doing worse. That's why you have to be grateful for what you do have in your life. Okay, because I mean, look at the. I sometimes I look at parents that have physically challenged children that were born that way with some physical challenges, and imagine the patience that they have to have dealing with that child. They could have discarded the child, could have gave it up. Okay, and they didn't. And you realize the patience, man, that you got to have with a physically challenged child. You got to have a lot of patience with that, man. That's not easy. Okay. Let me see who this is. We go to your channel. You go to your channel, see who you are. Oh yeah, you got to go. Yep. one of your burner accounts. Go make another one. Go make another one. Go make another one. Yeah. Yeah, go make another one. Yeah, that's what you do. Go make you another one. Yeah, go make another one. That's what you do. Yeah, go make you another account. That's what you do. But and see, and here again, you know, the people, you got so many people that are so used to being so negative and don't realize, man, that's the energy you putting out into the universe. You think that ain't gonna come back to you? I mean, seriously. I know I've never ran a marathon and I haven't missed out. They don't have anything else better. They don't have a life, Danny. They don't have a life. The people, they're miserable. They that do this, they ain't got a life. This is, being negative is their life. That's their life. Okay, thank you. That's their life. And sometimes you got to let people run their course so they can see what's right and what's wrong. You can't tell them. Some people you can't tell because they won't listen. They have to, those are the ones that have to get knocked down. They won't listen. Don't go down that road, man. They're gonna go anyway because they don't believe it could happen to them. And then when it does, they want everybody's sympathy. And you try to warn them, don't do this, but they wouldn't listen. And now that they are reaping the consequences, they want your sympathy. They want your attention. But when you was trying to warn them, when you was trying to enlighten them, they weren't interested. So when I was trying to tell you them, it's nothing I can do for you now. It's done. Yeah, yeah. There's a sob story. And let me tell y'all, man, this is one of the things that you're gonna have to be conscious of coming the rest of this year and to see we haven't had the disruption from all of these people that they have arrested and deported. Man, that's interrupting our supply chain. It's there's a and we haven't gotten the interruption yet. We haven't gotten it. And let me show y'all, because see, I ain't telling you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I got me 3 of these that I filled up with some food. Okay, got 3 of them. Filled it up with food. And because you see, we so used to, um, we're so used to everything being on demand. But boy, when the crunch time comes, when people start panicking, you ain't gonna be able to find nothing. So why not get some now while the supply is plentiful? Get it now and put it aside. That's all you got to do. Get it now while the supply is plentiful. Because I'm telling you, when they get a run, man, when they get a run on the bank, you know, it's gonna be chaos. And a lot of y'all sitting around thinking it can't happen, and it can happen right here in America, and it will happen. It will happen. And those who have been prepared, they're not gonna suffer as bad as the ones that's not prepared. And right now, you got a lot of people running around, you know. I just, God help them. God help them. God help them. You know, people are so easily manipulated now. They don't know what's real and what isn't. That's the problem. You listen to people, man. People are afraid because they can't pick out what's real and what's not. They struggle with that, and that's why they so easily manipulated. And you can tell when somebody's trying to manipulate you because they're gonna always use an element of fear. Let me say that again. When somebody's trying to manipulate you, they're gonna always use an element of fear to get you to come to the decision that they want you to come to out of fear. And that's what and it carries over into the other things, and naturally you start using fear to get what you want. And right now they got us afraid of each other, but we still making them rich because we all paying the same high prices for food, gas, and medicine. We all are. Your dislike ain't giving you no better price at the gas pump or in the grocery store or at the pharmacy. You're not liking a person, it's not benefiting you. It's like, you know, you got so many people that are caught up in the Epstein file. Well, how much are the Epstein files putting in your bank account? What are you benefiting from this? All you're talking about is a bunch of freaks. That's all you got right now is a bunch of freaks trying to expose some more freaks. Let me say that again. See, what this Epstein thing, all you got is a bunch of freaks that's trying to expose a bunch of freaks. They all freaks. And this is how they get off. They get off on this stuff, man. You know, they're getting off on this. But is it adding any value to your life? You know, with the Epstein file. I mean, seriously, are they adding any value to your life? No. I mean, let's talk about Charlie Kirk. Prove to me he's dead. Let's start right there. Prove to me Charlie Kirk is dead. Prove to me he's dead. Because everything about this whole thing with him is suspicious. And the story don't add up. And his wife is not, man, I don't know what's working with that girl. I don't know what's going on with her. But she ain't the goody two shoes she trying to pretend to be. She ain't no Miss Goody Two Shoes. If she was, see, let me tell you something. See, Nicki Minaj is after something. That's the only reason Nicki Minaj is up in there, around there. She wants something. She ain't doing this for the just because. She got an ulterior motive, Nicki Minaj, because her husband is a sex offender. And if he gets pardoned, the record is clean. And she's maneuvering something to benefit, that her husband is going to benefit from. She ain't doing this because she liked Charlie. No. That girl got an ulterior motive. She's after something. Guarantee you, she's after something. And this is how people are. This is how they do it. And you can't be upset with them because you don't know the game. You upset with them because you don't know the game. And all you got to do is learn the game. That's all. Just learn the game. It's just that simple. All right? Man, don't take all this stress into 2026. Leave that stress in 2025. Leave all this negativity in 2025. Don't take that in 2026. Hey, listen, I know this thing, this 3-eye atlas, this wasn't no comet. Let me tell you, okay, this was not a comet, because this thing made a perfect octagon before it passed Earth. It shows you, and see, and if they're telling you that this thing is billions of years old, how you? Only thing that I know could be that old is God. If this thing is hundreds of thousands of years old, and you don't know where it came from, who's to say it wasn't God? Because it made a perfect octagon. This rock that they said, a lot of stuff they're not telling us. A lot of stuff they're keeping secret. But I'm telling you that there's some new energy that's in the earth realm. There's a new energy that's in the earth realm. And you can either, whatever you put in it is what's going to be magnified. You put negativity in it, that's what it's going to magnify back to you, negativity. You put positivity in it, that's what you're going to get back. But the key is not to give up and quit. That's the key. You can't give up and quit, because if you do, it's a wrap. Okay? God can't work with you quitting. God ain't gonna bless no quitter. Let me say that again. God ain't gonna bless no quitter. Because he said all things are possible for him who believes. How you gonna be believing and quit? You can't do both. You can't call yourself a believer and then quit. The two don't go together. Two don't go together. Okay? All right, y'all. Man, Merry Christmas. I hope everybody have a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. And I'll be back before 2026. I'll be back. Okay? I'll be back. I'm a little hurt that they done took my cash out, but that God gonna open up something different. Gonna open up something better.